back to my channel. Before we get started, please remember to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, and comment below which video you would like to see next.
Time is barely on our side. I don't want to waste what's left.
To start off my leg day, I went ahead and did 30 air squats, really focusing on squeezing the glutes on the up, right there. Focus on squeezing, and you don't extend, don't straighten your knees all the way, just kind of keep that movement going. And this is going to give you a good warm up in those glutes and in those quads.
We'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll
go. Next warm-up exercise is what I like to call donkey kicks, then into fire hydrants. So these donkey kicks, I make sure to keep my heel, my foot kind of flat as you can see, and push that heel up toward the sky. You really want to, again, focus on that glute activation at this point in time and switch to the other foot. I did 15 reps on each side, and moving into the fire hydrants, you can see that those work the outside of the glutes. So again, just performing 15 reps on each side, making sure we're maintaining that stress and activation throughout the entire time that we're doing this, so that we can get our glutes nice and warmed up and ready to go.
through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
Now, I have not performed squats or deadlifts with anything more than a 45 or 50 pound dumbbell for about 2.5 months. So what you're seeing me doing here today is really just getting back into the routine, getting back into the motion, and making sure my form is accurate. Over time, you'll be able to see me up the weights. So if you're a beginner, we're kind of doing this together here. But what I went ahead and did was moved on, picked up that 45 pound barbell and put it on my back, and I'm just doing 15 squats here to make sure, again, we're activated, we're focused, and we're getting that form completely down.
Through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
I really like to make sure that my hamstrings are stretched out before I do any sort of deadlift or hamstring lift in general. I really want to try to prevent injuries if I can. So what you're seeing me doing right now are some ballistic stretches or bouncing stretches. These are really good to get your muscles warmed up before you lift, do sprints, anything like that, versus just a static stretch. When I feel like I'm good to go, I pick up that barbell and we're just doing some, again, 45 pound barbell sumo deadlifts. I performed 10 to 15 reps for about 4 sets of these barbell sumo deadlifts, and then I moved on after this to add a little bit more weight, but again, this is more of a warm-up activation exercise to make sure we're preventing injury and our muscles are ready to go. If you don't have an outside glute machine where you kind of push your knees outwards and you have the weight option on that, this is a really good alternative. So I put a heavy resistance band or glute loop around my legs, and I'm just sitting on the very edge of the bench, kind of pushing my knees outward, making sure my feet stay together, and I perform 20 reps sitting up, and then you'll see me bend over and perform 20 additional reps here, which just works a little bit different muscle. Working the outside of your glutes is a really good way to start getting that hourglass figure and getting those hips nice and shaped. Switching up your workouts is extremely important to make your muscles continue to guess so that they don't get used to anything in particular. Sometimes what I do is start out with lighter weight, work my way up to the heavier weight, and then end the workout. What I'm doing here is starting with the heavier weight and working my way down to end on a lighter weight. Now this is really good because when you're starting, you have more energy, you're ready to lift more, and then you're able to again end on that lighter weight, more reps, which is more of a burnout at the end. So I do like this variation and suggest you give it a try if you haven't already. I did 4 sets of sumo deadlifts with the variation weight. I went ahead and picked up a 25-pound plate and did some Romanian straight leg deadlifts. These are a good way again to continue to burn out those deadlifts, the hamstrings, and the glutes with that lighter weight. So I did 15 reps of this, and as you'll see in the next clip, I went ahead and supersetted this with glute hip thrust.
So let's just stay together, make our own forever, be my guilty pleasure. Love is both. Am I gonna see the stars in your eyes? Are you gonna take me to the other side? Are you gonna be my summer?
Glute hip thrusts are a really good way to build your bum. Now, there are a couple different things you'll want to make sure you're doing to do this correctly. First of all, start off with the pad on your hips. Now, I just ordered an Amazon hip pad that actually came right after my workout, but because I didn't have one at the time, I just picked up a towel, rolled it around the bar, and that was my cushion. During this lift, you'll want to keep your legs as close to 90 degrees bent as possible at the knees. Some people prefer to use the weight, put the weight into the heel of their foot, and they think that they feel it more in the glutes. With my research, it really doesn't matter with this type of a hip thrust if you put the weight into the heels versus the balls of your feet. So wherever you're going to feel it more in your glutes is the best way to go. Always keep your chin tucked in. Try to move your upper part of your body at the least amount possible and focus just on kind of scooping your hips up, squeezing your glutes at the top, lowering back down, and repeating.
You bring me to life as I feel your hands on my waist, my body's hypnotized. So come with me, I've got the surprise. Take you to a different space and time. Tell your dirty secrets only. Love, no regrets, my heart.
The last exercise I performed in this leg day was just some burnout step ups. So I just stood on one leg on the bench and did step ups, 15 reps, 10 to 15 reps on each side, and did that 4 times, and that concluded today's leg day. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Please make sure you subscribe to my channel for more content and comment down below what video you would like to see next. I appreciate you and your time so much, so thank you again, and I hope to see you in the next video.